Welcome back if you've been listening. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Boy, have I been looking forward to this. When we first got word that we might be able to talk to Russ Smith on the show, Jimmy and I have been very excited about this. And the time is finally here. We have so much to talk to him about. And clearly, this is a guy he's basically a slacker. Right, Jimmy? I mean, he's not doing anything. He's got a lot of time. So why not talk to us? Russ Smith on the line with us. Hello, Russ.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. When I say this, I am totally kidding. We got a printout of everything that you're doing, and we'll obviously talk about this, the bourbon signings, and this whole thing is just unbelievable. But do you realize, I don't know if they've told you this, you only have between now and July 23rd, you have 3 days off, like over July 4th weekend.
This is going to be fun. Yeah. Let's get to it. Let's get to work, right?
Oh, my Lord. Jimmy and I are both exhausted looking at where you're going to be.
Yeah.
All over the state every day. First of all, it really is an honor to have you on our show. Now, of course, we all know about the rivalry and Big Blue Nation and blah, blah. I say the hell with that. That's what I say right now. Because you have always been, to me anyway, one of my favorite players to watch while you played. And we'll talk about that in a minute, too. But clearly, this state means a great deal to you, and not just because you have a great brand of bourbon that you're re-releasing 4 labels, 3 new labels under the Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon brand, and that's why all the signings and everything you're going to be visiting everywhere. But this state means a great deal to you, right?
Yes, absolutely, man. It does, because when I first got here to the state, well, first the city of Louisville, it was rough at first, being a New Yorker on a college campus, and then the more and more I got warmed up to it, people started warming up to me, and it just compounded after that. And I'm a person that likes to stay and go where the arms are open, and I just made this place my home.
Where did the name Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon come from?
So it's really simple too. Like, I'm the Mr., and the Mrs. is all the stuff that I fell in love with when I came here in Kentucky. So my basketball, my university, the state is tradition, is pastime, and then my lady drew the label. So all of that into one sums up the Mrs. for me.
That's really cool.
I like the label too. It looks pretty sweet with the hat. I like that.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? 100 years from now, if they put my bottle next to like a T. Lee or EH or Pappy, they're going to say, oh, these guys lived at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
and we can see that happening. I mean, absolutely, we can see that happening. Tell us a little bit about all these signings. It started, I guess, 3 days ago or 4 days ago, going through July 23rd. And then after that, on the 25th, you're going to be doing something. I can't wait there's so much to talk to you about. And by the way, I haven't even said this. The greatest nickname in sports, Rusticulous, has always been the greatest nickname.
Absolutely. So, man, we started at, here in Louisville, in the mecca of where I played, and then yesterday was a really good turnout in Middletown. It's just been building up. The rain's kind of been slowing some things down, but today we're going up to your land, and we're going to be on 1837 Plotted. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yes, yep, that's
to that
right.
liquor barn site. I'll be up there, and I'll sign bourbon enthusiasts their bottles. I'll sign Louisville guys' bottles, and if UK guys want to come up, I'll sign their stuff. And it's just going to be really welcoming. And then after that, we're hitting I think it's Bowling Green. Then we're hitting Owensboro. We're hitting Danville.
Elizabethtown, back to Lexington. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at this list. It is literally everywhere, all over
Everywhere.
this state. I mean,
and then right when we end the Liquor Barn tour, we go into bars and restaurants across the state to knock those out. We got a Total Wine in there somewhere, and then once July 25th comes up, it's the TBT week, and then during those games, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon, we're the presenting sponsor for liquor. I'm personally having private events, so I'm not off. You know, once the 25th hit, I have private events all week. Those are not open to the public. Those are all private. And then and then after the TBT week, we're back at it. We're doing evergreens, we're doing coxes, and we're going to keep knocking them out.
Russ, you know what? Jimmy, you do the show for a while. I'm going to travel with Russ. He obviously needs somebody to say, dude, take a nap. Really.
Yeah, bring your stick and handkerchief.
So with this, too, with you, the TBT coming up, I'm assuming you're still in the gym and training and everything and keeping your full, workout regimen going while you're doing this.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you that part. I get up every day at 7:30. And I get my work in for about 3 to 5 hours of basketball stuff and treatment, and then right after the afternoon, like at 12:30 or 1, then I start all my bourbon stuff, and we're just going all day. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to pay off.
You remind me so much of me, Russ. Really. That's exactly how I am. I'm up in the gym 3 to 5 hours and then drinking bourbon for the next 6 hours.
There it is.
So it's a lot of the same stuff. All right. Talk to us for a minute about TBT, about this league. You're playing for the Ville. I was so excited. I think I saw this yesterday or maybe the day before. But this is a big, big deal. This isn't just fooling around. This is for $1 million to the winner. This is a big deal.
Yeah, this is huge, and when people talk to me about it, like, you guys are going to win it, and I'm like, listen, let's not jump the gun. We got things we got to do. We got film we got to watch. We got to get guys in some guys in shape. It's going to be fun and nostalgic, for some of our fans and supporters.
Yeah.
To see us all together. But the realistic part is, some of us, maybe haven't played in, professionally in a while. Some of us are getting in shape. Some of us are finished playing. And then also some new guys, we haven't played with them. So we have to get in sync. And you only have 6 games to win, and it's win or go home.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult tournament. All these guys are pros and been playing high-level pro for about 10 years plus. And it's not going to be some cakewalk, but it is going to be fun getting out there and playing with my former teammates. And I'm forward to sharing it with them again. But as you know, as I know, and all the guys know in this tournament, it's going to be extremely difficult to win $1 million.
Yeah, we've watched. I know I have. I think Jimmy has too. I've watched this tournament since it started, and there's no messing around.
No, it's real out there.
This is
it's real,
heavy duty ball we're talking about.
These guys are hungry.
Yeah, and they need to eat, and so $1 million might help that.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us. I know Peyton Siva is joining you, and Shane Bohannon. Who else is on the team with you?
It's Wayne Blackshear's going to play.
Yep.
Rakeem Buckles is going to play. We have Chris Dow, who's really, really good. He's going to play. We have, I think, Shenandoah. He had a really great year across the water, a big. Then we got, I think you guys may know him, Nick Mayo.
Yeah.
And and then if we have another big, I can't remember his name, but we just got to get to know those guys. And we have Avar too, Dylan Avar.
Yeah.
My roommate. So we have to, just
cool.
sync together and, let the chips fall where they may.
Talk to us for a minute, if you can, about you've been playing ball overseas. Not just playing ball overseas. You're ridiculous overseas, what you've done. I mean, it's what you're doing. And these are I think now people realize how good these leagues are overseas. I mean, you just finished a season in Italy. You played in China before that. Look at all the guys from Europe and all over the world that are in the NBA now. These are really good leagues.
Absolutely, and plus you have to perform, so it's really different. Like here in the, sometimes in the States or G League or even college, like you don't get like sent home or cut and on the drop of a dime, and it's a really different environment when you cross the water. Like you have a bad weekend, they're sending you home, and then the practice schedule is tough. Like you're conditioning and training as if it's training camp, but in the middle of the season.
Wow.
It's really difficult conditions. So even with guys here, like when they're in school and I'm around, and, I'm like the veteran now. So like I tell them like, yo, you guys got to do this, got to do that. You got to get used to it, because if you end up going across the water, here's how it's going to be. So you want to work as hard as you can, all the good stuff. And so you can, make $100 million a year, like Kevin Durant does, and you won't have to go through the stuff that we go through. But the leagues are really good, and I've been blessed to be in situations where I was able to score at a high rate. I think in China I've averaged 45 points, 61 points, 33 points. And then just in Italy, I got off a year where I led Italy in scoring at 26 a game. And that's what I'm coming off of. So I'm looking forward to next season.
Hey, Russ, pass the ball every once in a while, will you? I mean, come
I don't
on,
know, man. You got to stick to your job. I got a job to do.
I'm just clocking in and clocking out. If I got to drop 61, I guess I'll do it.
You got that right. All right, so you're going to be, as we said, is there anywhere that people can see what your schedule is, where you're going to be?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Bourbon.com, and then all of my social media accounts, Spector_Smith. We have it all there.
Great, because I know that with all these different places every day, there are going to be people that want to come and say hi to you and get some bourbon and have you sign it. I know, as you said, tonight actually, from 7:30 to 10, you're going to be at the Liquor Barn on 1837 Plaudet Place. And then you will be back in Lexington next week on the 27th from 7:30 to 10 at Beaumont Center Parkway in Beaumont Center there. I won't be able to come say hi to you tonight, but I will definitely be there next week at the Liquor Barn in Beaumont Center. And I'll say hello to you. I can't wait to meet you. We think the world of you, Russ. Really. We really do.
Thank you so much. And I do too, because I made some blue labels for you guys too. So
okay.
I thought about you guys.
I could tell you obviously really know what you're doing. It's fantastic. It really is. And thanks so much for joining us today. And I'll see you next Tuesday at Beaumont Center.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks, Russ. See ya.
Thanks, Russ.
See ya.
Thanks, Russ.